Hello there. Well, it certainly was a chilly start to the day this morning, but many of us were greeted by plenty of winter sunshine across the capital. However, if we take a look at the satellite and radar from earlier, you can see a lot of cloud has been piling in from the west, and that's gradually making its way eastwards. So as we go through the rest of the day, there's going to be a lot more cloud across us, and that cloud's thick enough to give a few spots of light rain in places. But for most of us, it will be a largely dry picture for much of daylight hours, but it's going to be feeling cold today. Highs at the very best up to around 4 degrees. And then for a time as we go through this evening and tonight, cloudy with some outbreaks of rain. Could be a little bit wintry. By the end of the night, it will be mostly dry out there, but there will be some mistiness around and a few pockets of frost and ice too. So a grey, murky, cold start to the day tomorrow morning, but it will be improving with sunny spells developing for the afternoon. Bye-bye. Hello again. Well, it's certainly been feeling very cold across the capital throughout today, although those temperatures will be up and down as we go through the next few days. And overall, the weather story is a changeable one because we've got low pressure in charge of things. Although things are looking fairly quiet as we go into Monday, we have got another system coming our way later in the day and into Tuesday, bringing some more outbreaks of rain, which again could be wintry in places. And then behind it, we start to draw in our air off the Atlantic, so temperatures will be briefly milder, but generally is going to be unsettled. Now, coming back to the rest of this evening, we've still got a lot of cloud around, some outbreaks of rain which could be a little bit wintry on any higher ground, although for most of us by the end of the night it will be mostly dry out there, but quite a murky scene, so some pockets of mist, some fog, even some patches of frost and ice too as those temperatures start to tumble. So tomorrow morning is going to get off to a cold, quite a grey start to the day, and that cloud might just be thick enough to give a few spots of very light drizzle. But for most of us actually on Monday, it is looking dry for much of daylight hours, and you can see some brighter skies start to spread their way towards us throughout the afternoon, especially along northern areas. But it is another cold day, temperatures ranging between 4 and 6 degrees. Then it looks like we'll see some rain on Tuesday, and it will be milder but unsettled and turning fresher towards the back end of the week. Hello and a very good evening to you. So temperatures will be yo-yoing as we go through the next few days, and overall the story is a changeable one for us because we've got low pressure in charge of things. Although it will be fairly quiet as we go through Monday and mostly dry, we have got another system working its way eastwards on Tuesday, bringing another spell of wet weather to places, and then behind that we start to draw in our air off the Atlantic, so temperatures will be briefly milder, but it is going to be rather unsettled. Now for the rest of tonight, we've got quite murky, cloudy skies out there, a few spots of drizzle in places, could be a little bit wintry, though for most of us by the end of the night it will be dry out there, perhaps a few clear skies here and there and a few pockets of frost and maybe even some icy stretches too. So Monday morning it's going to get off to a cold, quite a grey start today. Again, there could be some icy stretches to watch out for. Overall quite cloudy throughout the morning, but it looks like it's going to break as we go through the afternoon, especially along more northern areas. This is where we'll get to see the best of the winter sunshine throughout the day, but it is going to be another cold one. Temperatures there ranging between 4 and 6 degrees, so a good few degrees below average for the time of year. And then that system I showed you earlier looks like it's going to bring some rain into the start of Tuesday, and then behind that improving, and it will be quite mild for a time, but then temperatures tumbling again towards the end of the week. Bye bye.